I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his third season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll drop this down to Jackson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
At the 45-yard line.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Mayfield's pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's caught by Jackson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 3 yards.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading them out, their 2-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
The give to the
Star Latulele in on the tackle.
Brought down at his own 8-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there, 22.
Justin Jackson.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
A gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Kyle Rudolph.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw, right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And
they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. third down, this is Jackson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Ball sits on the 10. Second and 5.
Chargers 10-yard
Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Patrick DeMarco. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll knock him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating a himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back. Get the yardage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Mark Ingram with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has one touchdown, one interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Justin Jackson, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The pass. He's taken down at the
Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Justin Jackson.
Justin Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the pass?
Mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Watson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
1st and 10 at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. No, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Before getting into field goal range in time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
The Jaguars' 33-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Watson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. T.Y. Hilton as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with the road victory. 21-16, the final. From there...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he finds his tight end, Graham. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watson on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Gain on the play.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
Elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. On the move to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Charger.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 1st down, Watson. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Christian Kirksey.
A loss of 2.
Able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. The quick slant caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Man, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now. And remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Watson on 1st down. Oh, this pass tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Calgary Coleman. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. That's caught by Jackson. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now a dump off here complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. So that's a wrap. Tom Brandon.